Here are some ideas of how to use Chat GPT. You can use it for brainstorming, summarize a text, fix grammar mistakes, write articles, create questions, extract specific information from a text, find and replace or modify a text, and so on. We're going to see an example of each of these use cases. Let's check some examples of brainstorming. 3 names for a kitten that is black and white. Now let's misspell the next question. Give me 5 ideas for a YouTube video involving artificial intelligence. And there you have it. Feel free to pause and read everything in detail. Now, for the last example, let's try this. I'm going to create a website about learning English. Can you write a recommendation for the website considering that the price is very affordable and that by learning English, you can land on a very high-paid job? So notice that I was very specific with this last question. You can add as many details as you want to get a more precise answer. Now let's summarize text. Summarize the following text in less than 30 words. And then I'm going to copy paste this text that I found online. There you go. Now let's fix grammar mistakes. Fix the following sentence. This has a bunch of typos and errors. Much better. Let's write an article. Write an article about how computers changed the course of history. Talk a little bit about how they originated and also how it connects to artificial intelligence. Most articles start with an introduction. It also created a section about the origin of computers, which is something that I requested. It added additional sections that it thought were pertinent. And then it writes a paragraph that connects computers with artificial intelligence. And finally, like most articles, it added a conclusion section. Now let's create some questions. Create 3 multiple choice and 3 true or false questions from the article. When I say from the article, it understands which one I'm referring to. This is because of its ability to understand the context, which we mentioned before. Imagine how useful this could be if you were a teacher. I can also request to extract any specific information like names, dates, and locations from the article. What if I need the answers for the questions that it created above? For the last example, let's say you want to write a document, a resignation letter. For McDonald's, with this specific date, you want to thank them for the opportunity and you want to leave the door open to come back. It creates the template that you can fill in. Feel free to pause the video and read it carefully if you want to. Now let's say that you think it's too formal and you want to rewrite it in a funny style. Then you can do the following. You can choose multiple styles. You can rewrite it in a particular style of a famous author or writer, or a famous celebrity, or it could be for a child. You could make it more friendly or more aggressive, if you will. And again, remember that you can limit the amount of words that you want to use. So now you have this template, but let's say you want to write the same letter, but not for McDonald's, but for Burger King. Then you can just do this. You can pretty much modify the text any way you want. You can add, eliminate, or replace things. You can change the style, and so on. It's a very powerful tool, and it can save you a lot of time. Now, these were just a few common examples of the usage of Chat GPT, but there's many other ways you can use it. For example, you could propose an argument in favor of a certain ideology and ask Chat GPT to try to find refutations against it, or arguments in favor of it. You could also give it a list of ingredients and ask it to give you recipes that are healthy. And in future versions of Chat GPT, when it includes image recognition capabilities, imagine how much more powerful it'll be. I will make sure to update the course as new features come out.